conductors of heat are use of poor conductors of heat or insulators. Insulating handles. Appliances like cooking pan, pressure cooker, electric iron, electric kettle, etc. are provided with wooden or bakelite plastic handles because these materials are poor conductors of heat. False ceilings. False ceilings, generally made of plaster of Paris, asbestos, or wooden plyboards, provide a layer of air between the two ceilings which keeps the room warm during winter and cool during summer. Since the air in between the two ceilings is a poor conductor of heat, it prevents the transmission of heat from either side. Convection. Most of the liquids and gases are poor conductors of heat. Therefore, they cannot be heated by conduction. Then, how are they heated? Liquids and gases are heated by another process of heat transfer called convection. The following activity will help you to understand the process of convection of heat. To show that liquids transfer heat by convection, things needed: a round bottom flask, potassium permanganate, burner, retort stand. Method: take a round bottomed flask and fill it 2/3 with water. A small crystal of potassium permanganate is dropped
Gently using a spatula.
at the bottom of this flask. This potassium permanganate crystal dissolves slowly and forms a purple-colored solution around itself.
Heat the water.
At the bottom of the flask by using a burner and observe the movement of the purple-colored solution. Observation: the purple-colored solution rises from the bottom of the flask up to the surface of water and then move downward near the walls of the flask. How this happens? Conclusion: when water at the bottom of flask near the flame gets heated, it expands and becomes lighter. So, hot water rises upwards and carries heat to the surface. The colder water present on the surface, being heavier, moves downwards by the sides of the flask to take the place of hot rising water towards the source of heat. After some time, this water also gets heated and rises upwards, and colder water from above comes down again. In this case, heat is transferred from hot water at the bottom of the flask near the source of heat to the cooler top by the actual movement of water itself. Thus, heat is transferred in liquids by convection.
Convection current in nature. Marina Beach, Chennai. Dhanush and his younger sister are enjoying an afternoon with their parents at Marina Beach, Chennai. How is it that there is so much breeze here at the beach? It is because of the sea breeze. In coastal areas, breeze generally blows from the sea to the land during the daytime. These sea and land breezes are actually convection currents. What do you mean by convection current? The constant movement of fluids for the transfer of heat is called convection current. What causes a sea breeze? Land absorbs heat faster than the sea. During the daytime, the land heats up more quickly than the sea water. Thus, the air above the land surface being heated expands and rises up. The cooler air above the sea surface blows towards the land to take its place. This sets up convection currents. So the cool air from the sea blowing towards the land is called sea breeze. Yes, you see, the windows of the houses in coastal areas are made to face the sea to receive the cool sea breeze. What causes the land breeze? Land loses heat faster than the sea. At night, the land cools more quickly than the seawater. Thus, the air above the sea, being warmer, rises up and the cooler air from above the land surface blows towards the sea to take its place. The cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called the land breeze. So, that is how the beaches are blessed with such wonderful breeze.
Radiation. We feel warm when we sit in front of an electric heater. How does the heat travel from the heater to our body? The air between us and the heater is a bad conductor of heat. Therefore, heat transfer cannot be due to conduction. The process of heat transfer cannot even be convection, because the hot air surrounding the heater will become light and rise upwards and not towards us sitting in front. If the heater is switched off, we immediately feel cold. This shows that the air around us remains cold. Thus, there must be a third process of transfer of heat in which the medium, air is the medium in this case, is not heated, and yet there is transfer of heat. This process is called radiation. We receive heat from the sun by radiation. Most of the space between the sun and the earth is vacuum. The heat from the sun reaches us traveling through vacuum. The heat energy transferred without the need of any medium is called radiant heat. Radiation is the process of transfer of heat from a hot body to a cold body without affecting the medium. Radiation needs no medium. Choice of clothes. We wear white or light-colored clothes during summer because white or light-colored clothes absorb less heat and keep us cool. On the other hand, we wear black or dark-colored clothes during winter because black or dark-colored clothes absorb more heat and keep us warm. Also, wool is a poor conductor of heat. So, air is trapped in between wool fibers and prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surroundings. So, we feel warm. Thermos flask. A thermos flask is a special type of vessel which keeps hot liquid hot and cold liquid cold for a long time. It is made in such a way that it reduces the loss or gain of heat by conduction, convection and radiation to a minimum level